Hello and welcome back to IRS and welcome back for the final time this season to Tier 2 as we are in Abu Dhabi for round 14 of 14 and we're witnessing a battle for the Drivers' Championship between Purple Derp and Kovacs Milan, who's just joining the track right now, but we are getting a few Wi-Fi issues here at the moment. Or internet issues or connection issues with the game or whatever. Outlaws joined. We lost IS1 just then. We lost Anur, who's back in, I believe, and in a car. No, he's not. So, bit of a messy start here. Anur's back into his car now. But Abu Dhabi has been a bit of a weird one on the game recently. I've been in a few other leagues where it's just been very glitchy. But let's talk about the racing and what we're here to see today. Kovacs Milan in the lead of the championship by 9 points to Purple Derp as we enter the final round here today. As Kovacs Milan will want to set up a first flying lap. We've got someone actually out there on a lap, Nasha, reserving again this week in the McLaren. And we just drop Outlaw another invite because he's been kicked already. The Hungarian Wi-Fi. But yeah, we'll stay on board with Nasha for now as he's coming into sector 2 down the big main straight. Outlaws rejoin the session. Let's see what sector 2 checkpoint Nasha is on. He is a 53-0 purple so far because he's the only one to be out there on a flying lap at the moment in sector 3. Coming into the slowest part of the lap, the trickiest part of the lap I'd say as well. I think Nasha finished P4 last week, so he's got some pace about him. Into the final corner, crosses the line, sets the first lap for a 1:23.0. Let's go on board with Kovacs and see what he's doing. 52.8, 2 tenths up into sector 2. He looks very quick when he was practicing. I think he's on the 22.0, I believe. Can't select drivers. He should be able to. As Outlaw said he can't take control. Anur was able to. But Kovacs Milan with a 22.6 there for his first flying lap. Purple up. How is he getting on? 53.2. Not too bad with no practice. And he's just set up as well. Outlaw still can't take control. If you press spectator menu like this, go to your car, and you should be able to like this take control. Or I'm spectating this so I can't do it. There should be an option. What? Yeah, I don't know why I was doing that. some reason outlaw. What? I've got a bit of a messed up situation. I'm just in Discord, sorry about the comms right now. IRS 44 out there on the mediums. Remy does a 23.6, Purple Dirt on a 23.2, 6/10 off. Kovacs for Lamb. GF1 coming into the final corner in his Aston Martin, 23.1, there's P3. How's IS1 getting on? Coming through sector 2, Eric 54.6. Was a bit wide, there's going to be an invalidation though. Luckily he saves it from an invalidation. Went down to gear 2 there, not sure why. Maybe he backed off. I think he has backed off. And he's going again. Yeah, he is. How's IS1 getting on into the last couple of corners in the McLaren? Been pretty much solo this whole season in the McLaren. 23.2, just behind Purple Dirt. DMB super skills with a bit of traffic just ahead of him, just about right away. He's 8 seconds up on his lap. Yellow flag, and there's Kovacs just going slow on his out lap. Here comes DMB super skills though. Finally about to get a decent lap in, if he can get a good exit, which he does, and it's a 23.5, goes P6. IRS LB44 on the mediums. What sort of time is he doing? 25.0. Eric is 3 temps up this time. Taking them corners very cautiously. What's he looking at? 26.3, 1.8 seconds off on his time. Let's go to Kovacs. He's just started his lap. Let's see if he can improve on his 22.6. And he's just under a 10th up into sector 1. I think Eric just crashed. Yes, he did. That's the yellow flag in sector 1 with the Aston Martin, but Kovacs Milan is flying at the moment. Has a bit of a moment now with the rears. Did that cost him time? We're about to find out into the sector 2 checkpoint. Yeah, it did. It cost him all that time. He was a 10th up. Now he's just about matching his time at the moment. Has he got more time into this final sector? It's currently 4 tenths clear of Nasha, who's also just started the final lap, going through sector 1 right now. And is that still Eric? No, it's not. That is GF1 now, coming slowly. But here comes Kovacs Milan, P1 at the moment, and I don't think it's going to be improving. Oh, he does, by 5 thousandths of a second. But had a big moment out of the last corner, so he got a lot of time. He can definitely find. Nasha, currently P2, 23.0, 4 tenths away from Kovacs Milan. Has he found any time on this final lap right now? No, he hasn't. Currently down on his time. How about the final sector though? Can he find a couple more temps coming through these last couple of corners? Could be a title contender next season. Showing the pace he's got at the moment, does improve by just over a tenth, and he's now 2 tenths down from Kovacs. Type it up. P4 needs to qualify in the top 2. Jumps up to P3. Needs to find a bit more time. Needs to get himself up into that top 2. It's between him and Kovacs for the championship. GF1. Currently just under 2 tenths up in his time. AlphaTauri just ahead of Remy. Is he on a lap? No, he's not. But cuts the corner to get out of the way. There'll be no slipstream for the Aston Martin driver. Oh wow. I'll have to work my way through and it won't be easy. Last to first for Outlaw. It's kind of mad how I wanted to take control. Oh. But still on board with GF1 here. Has a bit of a moment, and I think that is his lap over. Yes, it is. Remy. Currently P7, 23.6. Big moment into turn 1. Took it all wrong, and he's backed off straight away. The track was a bit quiet at the moment. I think everyone's top 5 are waiting for their last lap. But DMB Super Skills is on a 1:23.5, currently P6. How much time can he find and get himself into that top 5? There's actually a lot of positions here that can be sorted out. Driver standings. Between 3rd to 7th, there's how many points? 23 points separated, so Outlaw, IS1, DMB, Super Skills, Amu all racing today. The Russell Verb. Unfortunately not racing. DMB Super Skills, 2 tenths up, purple sector for him. Purple middle sector, must have some straight line speed there in that Mercedes as Remy gets out of the way. Always run wide burst and validation. After all that, DMB Super Skills with the invalidation, might as well dive into the pits, new set of rubber. He's got enough time to get out, but he doesn't. Yes he does, no he doesn't, yes he does. Oh my god, he don't know what he's doing. Eric, nearly 3 tenths up on his time. He's very tentative through this section though, but he's just backing off again. I'm not sure why. Must have made a mistake there. Runs wide there. Doesn't invalidate. He's going for one last shot. Remy, 61 thousandths of a second down on his time at the moment. He's going to run out of fuel as well. So this lap does not look any good for Remy, and I think that's his qualifying done. I don't think he'll be able to get back into the pits and back out again. No, he won't. A lot of yellow flags. Who else has got yellow flags? DMV Super Skills going really slow. IS1 on a flying lap. GF1 starting his flying lap now as well. Anu hasn't come out yet, which I'm surprised. He's not doing that at all in the house. GF1 again, flying into sector 1. And he maintained the rest of the lap though. So Anu will be P10, Outlaw will be P11. Just behind him as well. We're gonna have to restart. I'll get a quick picture. I'm still on board with GF1, who's lost a bit of time. Still up on his time though, just over a tenth. Which we'll see him P4, but has he got more time here in this final sector? Runs a bit wide there. Takes a bit of curve, which is going to slow him down. Into the final corner. Does he improve? Yes, he does, P3. Decent lap there from the Aston Martin driver, as Eric is going to have to go for one more shot. Kovacs Milan, how's he getting on? He'll be the first driver to finish the session here. He's 3 tenths up on his time. He's looking very quick. He's Kovacs Milan. And I think this is going to be a definite pole position as he enters the final corner, crosses the line, and it is a 22.1, nearly 7 tenths clear. Well, it is 7 tenths clear of anyone behind. Nasha is going to be the next one across the line. Looks like he's improving as well, but it's not going to be enough to get pole. 22.7. DMB Super goes into the pits. IRS LB44, 23.9. IS1 into the pits. Purple Derp. Where's he going to put the Red Bull? P3, doesn't get P2. He's currently 9 points behind Kovacs. And he starts a position behind him. The two, sorry. Who else we got? Eric, who's had a big moment there, and that is Eric's qualifying over. Then we just at the two drivers. Restart for the race. Let me just take a picture of that. Boom. Done. I'll quit to main menu quickly. Send the invites quickly. Alright, let's go back into it. If Remy don't pick his car, he's going to get a random one. So, oh, there we go. He just picked it. Just in time. Here we go then. Grid is all set up. Oh my god, I did not even get the final classification. What a donut. Alright, well, that's messed up. I took a picture of it. I think I saved it. Should be alright. Just waiting for everyone to pick their setups. Pick their strategies. And we'll be straight into this race. Last time for season 7. Kovacs Milan or Purple Derp will be drivers champions after this race. As you see on the screen right now in front of you, the Red Bull or Purple Derp and Outlaw are the constructors champions. The boys and girls sitting in the garage chilling out. Still waiting, man. I'm surprised no one's readied up. Or Abu Dhabi is just glitching on this game. As we're waiting, nothing is happening. Here we go, something's happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights for the final time in season 7 tier 2, and away we go. Who's got the better start? Looks like Kovacs Milan has not got the better start. Nash is up the inside into turn 1. Can't quite get the McLaren ahead though. Purple Derp sitting just behind Nash's teammate Ice One. Up the inside of GF1 into turn 1. Purple Derp from wide. It's going to allow Ice One around the outside as Nash is having a look at Kovacs Milan also for the race lead. Ice One does get past Purple Derp up into P3 then. But here comes Purple Derp straight back. Nasha, who needs to get past Kovacs Milan here, needs to hold him up. Also in the background are 2 Mercedes are side by side. IRS LB44 who's up to P5 from P9 I believe, P8 I believe it was. Great start for him. Outlaw from the back of the grid is up to P6 as well, as IRS LB44 is having a look at Purple Derp, who's really slow here on the hard tyres compared to everything around him on the mediums, as you'd expect. So the whole grid is on mediums except the 2 championship rivals of Kovacs Milan and Purple Derp. That's very interesting. 9 points separate Purple Derp from Kovacs Milan before this race. One of them will be a champion. Kovacs Milan setting the pace already with a 1:31. That's bound to come down this lap. Nasha all over the back of him though. And Kovacs has used a lot of battery. Nasha can just sit back at the moment and just save his IRS. Is he going to go for a move? Yes he is. No he's not. He's going to pull back in behind Kovacs Milan. Anything happening behind? DMB Super Skills having a look at Purple Dirt. Mercedes and Red Bull having a little battle here. 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. There we go, DMB Super Skills having a look at Outlaw. Takes a much better line. He's going to run out of room though. GF1 not too far behind, bit of contact there between DMB and Outlaws. Outlaw runs wide. And Kovacs Milan has spun from the race lead all the way down to P10. And that is massive. Purple Derb, who's P3 scoring 15 points. And Kovacs Milan with 0 right now. Kovacs Milan will need a safety car to save his race here. Bit of contact between Anur and DMB there, I believe. Anur on the outside, getting the job done. GF1, who has now got DRS enabled. Purple up as well. Not quite close enough. You know what? Kovacs might have the pace here to somehow get himself back into this championship fight without a safety car, but he'll need a safety car desperately. Purple up, close to IS1, bit of a lag in there as well. IRS LB44, not quite close enough to the top 3 at the moment. Sort of got a DRS train behind him at the moment of Outlaw, GF1, and New DMB. Kovacs Milan, did he get damage as well? Because it doesn't look like he's gaining any time on anyone at the moment. Nasha with the new fastest lap. And leading the race, the 1-2 from McLaren here. Why did Kovacs go into AI to write RIP in the Discord? We're in a championship battle, should just be sending it. Don't even think about Discord or anything, just think about what you need to do to get yourself up them points. Pop it up. Just sitting behind IS1 in the DRS in a moment. Outlaw having a little battle with IRS LB44, who I thought spun for a moment. Luckily didn't. We'll lose a position to the Red Bull though with the DRS. Here comes GF1 as well. Maybe IRS LB44 won't lose a position. Yes, he will, because he spun round, and that is Eric as well. Not Eric, and Noah, sorry. Straight into the side of IRS LB44. Somehow recovered with no damage. Did either driver get damage from that? No, they didn't. I don't know how they did not get damage. Outlaw spinning the rears there, out the final corner, under pressure from the Haas driver. Nash is pulling away up top, 2.1 ahead of his teammate. And they're making the move on Outlaw. We can do nothing about it due to the DRS, but Outlaw should be able to come back here and take the position right back up the door. Maybe not, it's too far behind actually. And they're just breaking the slipstream a little bit there with 2 legal leaves. Kovacs 3.8. He's not even racing. What's going on? Is he even in the... Is he just in AI mode, or is he just what? Invite me back, please. Invite 7. Just sending Kovacs an invite. Didn't see if he joined or not. Little battle here, GF1 getting past Outlaw, there's Kovacs rejoining. So as it stands right now, Purple Up would be the champion, but we've got a long way to go in this race. Still just over 23 laps. Purple Up getting closer to IS1 though. Nasha now 2.6 up the road, comfortably in the lead. Alright, off we go up. Moore's closing up a little bit on Purple Up, I'd say. Bringing GF1 as well. Outlaw about to lose the DRS. Which he does, could be under threat from the back. DMV super skills. Kovacs will land back. Yes, he is. Purple Up, moves up to P2. Finally gets past IS1. That'll be 18 points right now. Does IS1 get back past? No, he doesn't. Purple Up is going to try to break the DRS from IS1 here, I think, and chase after Nasha. Already took 3 tenths out of Nasha that lap, 4 tenths. Kovacs plan getting past Eric. For 1 point. Do you know what? Purple Dirt's nearly done it here. I think on IS1, close to the second now. Can he maintain that through the first couple of corners? IS1 with a little bit of a moment there, I think, as well. Has lost the DRS. Remy with the first time penalty of the day. 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. But Purple Derp, I think them hard tyres are starting to come into play. We've closed the gap up to Nasha. 1.8 now. 8 tenths out of Nasha in the last lap. We've gapped IS1. I think the mediums are starting to wear off. All the 2 McLarens are just starting to struggle. Because Amur is now 1.1 behind IS1 as well. Outlaw also struggling, 2.4, he's dropped back. IRS LB44 getting past Remy for P8. I think Remy's going to come flying back past now though. No, he's not, he's too far back. Into the braking zone, no, not quite. 8 laps though, no safety car so far, which is what Kovacs Milan will be wishing for. 2 seconds the gap between the top 2. IS1 dropping off quite a lot now into the clutches of Anur and GF1. There they are. I think Outlaw's about to lose another position as well to DMV super skills. 20 laps to go here. Everything can still change. IS1 though, it's about to change position. And not for, maybe not actually. He's going to be inside, defending to Anur. Might keep the position, but he's going to lose it straight away because of the DRS here. Apply some IRS, he's out of battery. Here comes Anur with the DRS. Will be too far back. GF1 as well, also having a look. But he's got a bit more ERS to play with. You can see the flashing lights of both cars ahead. He knows the next time round on the DRS zones he can get past both of these drivers. I wonder if anyone goes for any undercuts, which are quite big on this track. Kovacs is 1.7 behind Remy now. That'll be 2 points for him. He's moving on up. Not too far behind IRS LB44 as well. He's got to find a bit more pace though and keep pushing. It's not over. Anyone can DNF this race at any time. It's only over about 26 laps, 27 laps, and there can be no more safety car. That's when it will be over. Until then, he's got everything to fight for. As Anur is fighting for third position. There he goes, past the McLaren of IS1. Ooh, bit of contact there though. I think Anur can keep the position though. Won't keep the position though. Why was there a yellow flag there? GF1 must have had a bit of contact as well. We're really not sure what happened there. Kovacs Milan moving up into P9 past Remy. He might get IRS LB44 here as well. No, it's going to be too far back. Some good battles out there at the moment. I don't think there's been any collisions that would go to a stewards, or maybe the IRS LB44 one, but even then I think that was a bit of a racing incident. But Anur again lost that position back to IS1 due to that DRS. These guys just switched positions. 1.5 seconds is the gap now between the top two. Kovacs Milan past IRS LB44 up into P8. And again, Anur and IS1 switching positions. They're both out of ERS as well. I think that's what IS1 did last time. I think he outbraked himself into the side of Anur, and he's just cost himself DRS. And he's going to fall back into Outlaw and DMB, GF1 as well. Kovacs is 17 seconds behind these guys. When he gets into their mediums, he's got to absolutely send it. But I don't think it's going to be enough in this race, unless there's a safety car. 1.3 seconds now. Purple is on the move, and he's hunting down Nasha. Originally, Purple wasn't meant to race as well, but somehow he managed to sort out his will. Get racing, and he's currently P2 behind Nasha, getting ever so closer to P1. Just outside the DRS. And he's about 3 tenths. Has he got the grip here to find 3 tenths? Not quite. Only about a tenth. The hards are the better tyre right now though. You know what, Anur is not too far behind here. Purple will be switching to the mediums as well, so His race is looking really good at the moment. Unless it's going to be some Crashgate, Nicholas Latifi sort of incident that might happen. I'm hoping there isn't. And this race just runs its course. Four-way battle here. 4th to 7th. IS1, Outlaw, GF1, DMV, Super Skills. Having a great little race here. Kovacs Milan is still not able to close up. Is that because of the DRS maybe? It's sticking at that 17.0, 17.1. Oh, DMV Super Skills. With a little slide out that corner. With his bright red helmet. Yellow flag, and that is Eric in the wall. Has he still got his front wing? Yes, he does, I think. Can't see because of the camera angle. Going underneath. Pretty good shot there for Eric. Yeah, looks like no damage for him, staying out. What's going on here? We've got GF1 getting past IS1 along with DMV Super Skills getting past Outlaw. Purple Derp in the DRS of Nasha now, who will probably be diving into the pits this lap or next lap, I believe. And there we go. Straight into the pits goes Nasha. We'll be onto the hard tyres. Yep, hard tyres. And Nur's gonna follow him in. Let's look at this pit stop then. From Nasha, he will rejoin. Probably just ahead of Kovacs. Well ahead of Kovacs actually. Ooh, runs a bit wide. It's going to cost himself some time on the exit, and Nur, through the tunnel he goes, will come out behind Kovacs Milan, who's up to P5. GF1 and DMB Super Skills rejoining just ahead of IRS RB44. So we look for Outlaw and IS1 to pit next. Second and third currently. Outlaw making a move around the outside of IS1. He's going to brake late, and maybe he's not. He's going to put in behind Outlaw and drop back to P3. Get a flag. That's Eric round again, I believe. Yes, it is. On a bit of a nightmare at the moment is Eric. Nearly into the wall as well. It does hit the wall. DMB Super Skills getting past GF1. Eric also needing a safety car to save his race. Outlaw into the pits along with IS1. Having a bit of a moment on the curb. Both onto hard tyres. They go. Where will they rejoin? Let's find out. Outlaw ahead of Kovacs. It's going to be close between DMB Super Skills and GF1. Outlaw is going to come out just behind. There he is. Kovacs Milan up to P3. Has to pit though. And Noah is going to fly past him with the DRS. Now we wait for Purple Derp and see what he does. We've got Remy also into the pits in the AlphaTauri. P10 for him at the moment in the points, ahead of Eric. Here comes GF1, past DMB Super Skills into P5. Eric speeding in the pit lane. Is that going to be a retirement in the pits? I don't know. Or if he just done that by accident. Purple Derb as well into the pits. Oh, Eric has retired in the pits. That is the end of Eric's season. Purple Derb went a bit early there. He lost a bit. Oh, that's why he's lost a lot of time. A lot of time to Nasha. 4.5 seconds for Purple Derp. He's lost in that. We've got Kovacs into the pits as well, coming out on the mediums. He will be up to P9, and he's got the mediums now to absolutely send it for the rest of this race. What can he do? Lap 16 of 29. I'll let him pass, not my race. For IRS, I'll be 44. DMB Super Skills and Outlaw having a bit of contact there, which is very weird on the screen. And it's still weird on the screen. What just happened there? I think DMB Super Skills gave him back the position, but very dangerously. Purple Derp is currently 4.1, 3.9 now, sorry, out of that final corner on Nasha, and is catching. Sets the purple final sector. And he is hunting after Nasha for this championship win. What about Kovacs, so how fast is he going? See if he can catch up with IRS LB44, who's currently P8. All the gaps. All the cars have sort of suddenly gone to gaps now. They were real close before the pits. It's all separated a little bit now. Only close battle we have right now is DMB Super Skills behind Outlaw. Outlaw trying to close up to the back of GF1. IS1 P7. Rennie as well, well off at the moment. 22 seconds behind Kovacs, who is flying. I think IRS LB44 just had a bit of a moment, possibly. Still going on them hard medium tyres. Maybe he's going on to softs. Still goes on to lap 19 for him. 17 lap old mediums, Kovacs Milan. 25.4. New fastest lap. That's IRS LB44 doing a bit of DRS chicken there, was he? Or was he just letting Kovacs by and just taking the DRS? Yeah, I don't think he's going to catch him. I think IRS LB44 is looking for a safety car because 18 laps on these mediums is crazy. How they not got a punch yet? Outlaw making a move on GF1 for 4th position, and these guys have closed back up again, 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. They did separate for a couple of laps, but have been battling, and now the gaps have closed right back up, and GF1 with a big moment, saves it though. We'll have the DRS on Outlaw here. I should get by him down the straight. Don't know why he's using his ERS though, because he's about to lose a position now. Straight back on the next DRS side. There we go, it's going to break. Bit deep, Outlaw's going to get a good exit. Use his ERS. Puts the DRS on, takes the position straight back, and they're just wasting their batteries. Don't understand what these guys are doing. They need to try to close up to a no, but they're just battling for 4th position at the moment. Just sending it. Last race, I guess. They're just going for overtakes and having fun. Don't blame them. Why not? Purple up, 1.7 now behind Nasha. Just waiting for him to close up into the DRS before we switch to this battle. 1.5 seconds. And who's that into the pits? Outlaw? Why is he into the pits? He should have stayed out. You can't be giving Kovacs more points. Oh, he's got wing damage. That's going to be Kovacs up to P7 now, which will be 6 points. Runs a bit wide, does Kovacs. Outlaw, I don't know what, he should have just stayed out and done a team game and see if he could have managed till the end just to stay ahead of Kovacs. DMB super skills getting past GF1. IS1 trying to switch back, runs into the back of GF1 a little bit there. Who's lost the DRS. So to DMB super skills. IS1 is going to go around the outside, take the position. Kovacs is 11 seconds behind these guys as well. He's closing up, but purpled up, nearly at DRS, 1.1 now. I think the next lap, and he'll be there. Did he get an out actually? No, he didn't. Hasn't got a straight line speed, or does he? We'll stick with this anyway. No, he won't, because he's just lost the DRS. No, he didn't, he got it. There we go then. It's not going to be able to make a move as GF1 dives past IS1 again. Kovacs 11 seconds. He's getting ever so closer. He's pushing along. If he can catch them 3 ahead of him. There we go, clap it up. 0.4 behind Nasha for the race lead. Nasha saved up all of his ERS though. Still got 100% ERS. Not even using it, just saving it up, saving it up. Outlaw with the new fastest lap. 1:24.8 on the softs. And is absolutely sending it. Put up, still not close enough. He's got to get past or save up his battery somehow for a couple of laps behind Nasha, because he's got 100%. In the race lead on the hards, 100% ERS. A Red Bull right behind him. IRS LB44 into the pits. Onto the softs. 3-second time penalty for him as well though, leaving the pits. You can see how much quicker Purple Earth is here. Just through this sector 1. When he go for a move this time round. Outlaw with a 3-second time penalty now as well. Purple up with the DRS is going to move into the race lead. I think Nasho's going to come straight back past him. Yep, there he goes. Applying the battery. It's not going to get past though here. Bit too far behind. Can Purple Derp use their mediums to break away from this 1 second gap? We're about to find out. Has he got the pace through this last sector? He might do, you know. It's up to 7/10. Nasha will start to have to use that battery. Which he's doing right now. Applies a little bit down the straight. There might not be enough. I think Purple Up is just about done enough to break the ERS. Not quite. Nasha just saving himself there. 9/10 stays within the DRS of Purple Up. Let's got to be careful though, Nasha. Doesn't want to lose that DRS. Because it could be game over if he does. Good exit from Purple Up. As GF1 gets past DNB Super Skills for P4. Kovac still 10 seconds behind. This is where Purple Derp was quick. Last lap. Not quite quick enough this time. DNB, GF1, IS1. Battling out here for 4th, 5th and 6th. They need to battle more for Kovacs to catch up. He gained a second there, did Kovacs, my lad. Just in them couple of corners. Here comes Nasha. He's a bit closer this time round. Don't think he'll go for the move though. He'll just sit behind the Purple Up. Nearly runs into the back of him. Does run into the back of him. Gives up the position as well. That's going to allow a Nur to also close up the back of Nasha. And that's just changed everything. Nasha outbreaking himself into the back of Purple Derp. Might have cost himself the race win here. Because he's got a Nur all over the back of him. Can Purple Derp break the DRS? 1 second gap to Nasha. With 1.6 ahead. He's done it. Nasha's going to be under pressure from Manur here. I might even lose P2. Got to compose himself. Get his head back together and try close up to the back of Purple Derp if he wants this race win. Purple is a race winner in IRS before. Nur nearly running into the back of Nasha there. Using the ERS to try to get the job done. With the DRS up the inside goes Nur. But will Nasha come straight back at him? Will jump on board with the McLaren as he empties his battery, goes around the outside with the DRS, takes the position back, and all the while this is helping Purple Dirt, who needs to try to get up the road as quick as he can. Kovac's 9.3 seconds behind DMB Super Skills and IS1. His rival is in the lead of this race and currently winning the championship as Kovac's Milan sits in P7, pushing along, hoping for a safety car, which is now not going to happen. That is now over. So unless 4 or 5 cars ahead of him crash, that will be it. Kovac's Milan. This looks like redemption for Purple Dirt. He lost the title last season on the last race to IS1 by 3 points. He came back for season 7 and he is currently winning this Drivers' Championship with 2 laps to go. What a season this could be for Purple Dirt. He's already a champion in Constructors with his teammate Outlaw sitting down in P8. He's closing up to the back of Kovac's here actually. We got IS1 and DMB Super Skills battling. Nur's got back past Nasha for P2. Kovac's Milan with a 3-second time penalty, and that is his race over, and that is Kovac's Milan's season over. He will not be a champion unless Purple Dirt spins it now or has a big moment. Purple Dirt needs to use his ERS here. He needs to break away. He can't let them get close to him. He can't let them get the DRS, sorry. IS1 with a time penalty as well now, into the last couple of laps of the season. And everyone's concentration is starting to slip. Did Purple Dirt have a bit of a moment there? He lost about 3 tenths to Nur. Nasha as well, they're all draining their batteries. Nur's drained his battery, Nasha's drained his battery. Purple Dirt has to use his battery here just to get away from them. Nur's on 6% battery, Nasha on 8% battery, Purple Dirt on 20%. He's got a lap to go and he will be champion. Kovac's Milan losing the position to Outlaw as he dives into the pits. I think he's going for fastest lap, but it's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter at all. We'll go back to Nasha, who's trying to close up to Nur. This is the final lap of the season. Round 14 or 14 here in Tier 2. Purple Dirt is doing everything he can to win this race and win the championship. He's got a Nur behind him, 1.2 seconds, with Nasha a second behind him. Kovac's Milan down in P8 will not be winning this championship. Purple Dirt needs to stay out of the DRS of a Nur, which he has done. That's the final DRS zone. And on the final lap for Purple Dirt, He's got one sector to go. It will be the Season 7 champion. Just needs to keep it together. You can see him, he's getting tentative. He's losing time to Anu and Nasha. The pressure of the last couple of laps, corners, sorry, for Purple Derp is coming. 2 or 3 more corners to go, and he will be the champion of Season 7. Penultimate corner. Here we go. Into the final corner comes Purple Derp to be the race winner of round 14 and the Season 7 champion for Red Bull. What a season it has been for Purple Derp. Takes away the championship from Kovacs Milan on the last race of the season. The American driver for Red Bull taking the Tier 2 championship. What a result for Purple Derp. Lost out by 3 points to IS1 last season in Season 6 championship. Comes back for redemption and wins the Season 7 championship. There's the fireworks for Purple Derp on the left hand side of the screen as he will celebrate. What a result for Purple Derp. We'll just run through the final classification. Anur in P2, Nasha in P3 for I believe his first podium in IRS. I think he came 4th last week, so I'm going to say that's his first podium. GF1 P4, DMB Super Skills P5, IS1 P6, Outlaw P7, Kovacs Milan losing the championship down there in P8. I think that was IRS LB44 P9 with Remy P10 and Eric DNFing. Outlaw getting drive for the day. I wouldn't say that. I would say Purple Derp, honestly. Going from 3rd to the race win, getting the Drivers' Championship. What a season it is for him. There's your confirmation of the final race. Purple Derp getting redemption from last season. 3rd on the grid to P1. Takes the Drivers' Championship away from Kovacs Milan, who only scores 5 points. 20 points difference between them in the final round. P2 for Kovacs Milan in the championship. P1 for Purple Derp. What an ending to the season that has been for Tier 2. Entertaining watch. And I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you was entertained as I was commentating on it. Season 8. I need to get up with the seasons. That was Season 7. So Season 8 will be starting in a couple of weeks' time. A short little break. And we'll be back with Tier 1 and Tier 2. But I hope you all enjoyed that one. Purple Derp taking the championship for Red Bull. Him and Outlaw with a dominant season as teammates taking the Constructors' Championship as well. An entertaining season. And I hope you enjoyed. So until Season 8, peace out.